Welcome to the world of AiraNui by Pure and Secure. Today we're going to talk about the AiraNui 3000, the air purifier that has no rival, and you're going to find out why. But first, let's take you through the training presentation. We want you to become familiar and acquainted with what this machine is made up of, so that you in turn can feel comfortable when running it and using it, or even trying to sell it to other customers. To begin with, we'll start with the washable pre-filter. This filter catches the dust, dirt, and pet hair, preventing these large particles from reaching to the inner filters that are more sophisticated, thus extending the life of all these components. In order to maintain it, you can either clean regularly by removing the filter from the unit and vacuuming the filter, or you can clean it by running it under cool water, and then scrub it using a toothbrush to gently remove the particles. The next filter to talk about is the HEPA filter. As some of us know, HEPA filters are used in many air filtration systems such as HVAC. Why? Because they collect 99.97% of airborne microbes. So they can collect as small particles as 0.01 to 0.3 microns. Examples are mold spores, pet dander, pollen, and dust mites and other particles that can aggravate allergies and respiratory conditions. How can we maintain it? We want to clean regularly once every month. However, in some more crucial environments with pets or in rural setting, you may need to clean it more than once every month. Replacement. To clean, vacuum the filter with a handheld attachment to remove the dust particles. Or you can wash it or rinse it under cool water and scrub it using a toothbrush to gently remove those particles. HEPA filters should be replaced every year. The carbon filter is the section we're going to talk about. As some of you know, carbon filters are used in military gas masks and they've been used for decades now. But what does it have to do with our machine? This advanced carbon deodorizer is designed to absorb gases, pollutants, and airborne chemicals that can be found in your household. And once the air passes through, it cleans the air from paints, tobacco, smoke, and other impurities that may irritate the eyes, nose, and your throat. What about maintenance? Caution: cannot be cleaned, do not wash in any type of water. Rather, it needs to be replaced once every year under normal conditions. If you live in a place where heavy chemicals or gases exist, you may want to consider to replace the filter more than once every year. Now let's talk a little bit about the titanium oxide coated filter. This filter will work with the UV together to create a photocatalytic oxidation. The PCO will destroy anything that is carbon-based, including some highly toxic chemicals. So here's what happens. When the titanium oxide coated filter works in cooperation with the UV light rays, it destroys all these VOCs, converting them, or approximately 95% of them, of the pollutants, it will convert them in the air to harmless water vapor, leaving your home smelling fresh and clean. Maintenance, again, do not wash. There is no need to clean the titanium oxide coated filter, the TiO2, because when UV light hits the filter, it will remove the contaminants and the odors that are trapped inside. Under normal condition, the TiO2 filter should be replaced once every 2 years. Now let's get you acquainted with the ultraviolet C-spectrum bulb, the UV light that works hand in hand with the titanium oxide coated filter. UV light have been used in hospitals and clinics for decades to sterilize surgical and dental equipment. But again, what does it have to do with our machine? Here's how it works. Like we explained before, the UV light waves, they will work with the TiO2 filter and they will produce supercharged ions that clean and sanitize the air of all the mold, mildew, viruses, pollen, germs, and bacteria that can be present or suspended in the air. It will produce small amounts of ozone that will destroy any carbon-based organisms. Now, what about replacing the UV light? Caution: do not touch with your hand. Use gloves whenever replacing the bulb. The bulb carries a 1-year warranty and the lifespan of the UV light is 8,000 hours. So if you operate it for 8 hours a day, it will last for almost 1,000 days or approximately 3 years. Now we'll talk about the ionizer and how it works. The ionizer sends out negatively charged ions to connect with particles that are floating in the air. Once they connect with those particles, such as dust or pollens, they will become heavier than the air and they will fall down to the floor. It has been recorded through some studies that negative ions can improve your mood, increase your energy level, and promote overall better health. We can illustrate it by giving you this example. You can see the effects of the ion generator by looking at a sunbeam coming in through your window. This beam is full of floating particles. The minute you turn on the ionizer, the particles will begin to fall. Once they fall to the floor, now you can easily sweep them or vacuum them. So, another way, this ionizer has cleaned out the air from dust and pollen, and now you can breathe fresh air. The last section we want to talk about is the ozone generator. The ozone generator is designed to destroy odors generated by pets, cooking, tobacco smoking, while at the same time eliminating harmful bacteria such as E. coli, viruses, and germs on surfaces, in carpets, on furniture, and in fabrics. Another way, ozone does not just clean the air, but it sanitizes your whole home environment. Since ozone is heavier than air, we do recommend for optimum results to place the unit as high as possible in the area where you want to sanitize. By elevating the unit, it will allow the ozone to project out and be more effective in destroying odors and microorganisms and pollutants that are trapped in fabrics and on surface. It will even kill germs and viruses, mold and mildew, and other contaminants that may be present in your home or office. Please note the following. Ozone, like anything in life, is not good in large amounts. Salt can improve the taste of your food, but too much of it, and you may have some health issues. It will even affect the taste of the food that you eat. If you're on medication, it's helpful if you take it in the proper dosage, but it can be harmful if you take too much of it. Therefore, when the ozone generator is operating at a high level, the area should be unoccupied. The last slide of our presentation will show you some of the technical specs and features of the AiraNui 3000. The first section on the top left will show you the AiraNui air purifier selling price and shipping cost, as well as some of the spare parts that you may want to consider to include in your initial purchase. As with regard to the specs and features, we will show you in a summary some of those specs that the AiraNui 3000 enjoys. It's got a negative ion generation technology, an adjustable ozone control, an activated carbon filter, a washable HEPA filter, a washable permanent pre-filter, an adjustable fan speed and ion control, and a UV light. We hope that you have enjoyed the journey that we took you through explaining the AiraNui 3000. And I believe by now you do agree with me that it is an air purifier that has no rival.